Yellow Home
with Ella Schofield.
Big House.
25 to 7 here at Yalla Home. We're sliding towards 8 o'clock. We're not really. We've got loads of time. Stay with us. And it's always worrying when Mikey comes into the studio.
Facts.
Because, no, not facts.
I mean,
wait.
facts, I
wait.
said. Facts.
So the boys start to get their boy on. Do you know what I'm saying, girls? So they're going to start going,
I'm not ashamed of that. I'm a fan of Mikey.
I'm a fan of Mikey,
I
but
love
you're
him.
still going to get your boy on. You're going to start talking PS5s,
Yeah.
PS4s.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know there's a global chip shortage?
But
Somewhat,
PS4.
yes.
But-
That's
Yeah.
one of the biggest problems.
Yeah.
But that's why I love it,
you
because
know.
he says it how it is. So
Yes, it was me that said it.
I can read the news from Sky, whatever, and BBC, but then my main source when it comes to that is Mikey.
And me.
I'm always glad to be here. It feels nostalgic, you know. It takes me back to the earlier days here at Pulse.
Yeah,
You know,
My
I
man.
used to come on all the time.
once a week I'd come in. I'm so excited. I got my stories ready, you know.
Yeah.
And, it feels
Facts,
like I'm
facts.
back to it again.
All right, Mikey, the reason why we got you here is there's a headline, and it is entitled as following: PS5 becomes the fastest Sony console to achieve sales of 10 million.
That's
Yep.
very, very impressive, especially at this short period of time.
That's what they're saying. A few weeks earlier
yeah.
than expected.
However,
However.
because of what's happening, because of the pandemic and the chip shortage that you've
See why I love this
explained,
guy? There's the
the-
asterisks.
That believe me, I would like there would be a higher unit sold if there was enough units out there being manufactured in the first place.
okay. So there's a
So
shortage.
this is where the situation where it's the demand is higher than the supply,
okay.
and it just comes to show that we're still in this like really weird scalping culture where everybody is pre-ordering. They're buying out everything from stock and reselling it for profit.
Right.
And it's not going to stop for a while. Even Sony said that this whole manufacturing debacle will go on until 2023.
Oh my goodness.
So it's going to be a bit of a struggle for fans and consumers out there to get a unit of the PS5.
So here's the question then, Mikey. Why, if they know that there is a shortage, if they know that there is this kind of gap between supply and demand, there's Sony. Why can't they get their wriggle on and get their stuff together and actually produce the amount that's needed to flood the market and give everyone a console?
Here's the thing: it's bigger than Sony. It's an effect that's rippling across all sorts of industries. Everything from the biggest tech companies out there,
Cars, I know.
cars as
yeah.
well. So it's one of those things where the problem is external. Like it's out of their hands. They would love to mass produce, and they're trying as much as they can to put out as many PS5s. But it's that chip shortage. It's the fact that a lot of the big chip manufacturing takes place in Taiwan, and chip manufacturing takes a very long time.
Does it? Because I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. So why does it take ages to make a chip?
We're talking like if they were to make, like, to mass produce a particular type of chip,
Yeah.
it takes 18 months.
It's the Al Bake
Yeah.
of the technology world.
No.
It is. It's Al Bake.
You gotta try it. Have you tried a bake yet or not yet?
Not yet.
Sorry. Now I never get him off it now.
Mikey,
Sorry, Mikey.
I mean,
sorry.
he Adi,
never
she's
done that.
she's like from the West.
I'll make it a mission of mine. So the long story short here is because when the pandemic hit, a lot of companies from all sorts of industries, they dropped their orders. They sort of reduced any order of manufacturing, which also forced the chip manufacturers to say, you know what, we're gonna also reduce our power,
Right.
manufacturing power. But then demand went up all the risen up
Massively.
faster than we expected, and now chip manufacturers are like, we can't actually sustain all these orders now, and everybody's like, we need these chips,
Yeah.
and that's what's happening now. So
And that's what they're saying.
Wait.
Yeah, they're saying the announcement, came after this, after actually tech giant Apple revealed that the impact of the shortage on its production has also been less than expected in the most recent quarter, but forecast that it would get worse in July-September period. Meanwhile, Microsoft, whose Xbox, of course, rivals for Sony, revealed that its console sales surged by 170%.
Yeah.
In the 3 months to the end of June after the latest model was launched.
So they're having a good time as well.
Yeah, those sales of content and services for it dipped compared to the same period a year ago.
Pretty much. The thing is also Microsoft, despite the great sale results,
Yeah.
Microsoft is suffering just as much as Sony here. They
Okay.
can't pull out as many consoles.
interesting.
It took me 8 months to finally get one after launch.
What, a
Just to
PS5?
Just to get a PS5.
You're talking about a gaming fanatic right here.
Yeah.
He loves it. So my little
I would have
boy,
bought it day one, but
and you didn't have it on order
no.
because my little boy's birthday was in November. Do you remember me talking about this?
Yep.
Dad went out and bought one the way you told everyone not to.
Yes.
He went and got one at great expense because.
Oh no.
Shout out, Dad. I see
And
you,
I
man.
was there going, don't do it. Maggie said no. And of course, he was
Mikey.
like, I'm good. Yeah, he was. He was like, I don't care.
And these scalpers have boasted online about how much they've made millions out of profits
not cool,
because of
though.
it. Yeah, it's a for me, I personally think it's a way of controlling the market. It's almost downright illegal at some points because the people who are buying these consoles are not actual consumers.
Gamers, yeah.
They're not gamers. They're just resellers, and that
Business.
shouldn't be the case.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
So I really do wish the best for anybody out there who can get their hands on these next gen consoles.
Listen, man, the big question is,
yeah.
somebody wants to get into gaming right now and you're listening to a legend like Mikey.
Yes.
PS5 or Xbox? I said, yeah, no thinking.
Honestly, it's very hard.
Is it?
It's very hard.
I thought you'd be a
because
PS5 baby
I am
all the way.
but I've become more open-minded, and I'm seeing both sides, and both sides provide
See, we got
very
both people
interesting
listening, huh?
experiences.
Microsoft are listening?
Yeah, I'll put it
Yeah,
this
he's
way.
hedging for sponsors, isn't he?
I'll put it this way: PlayStation is all about exclusivity. Some of the best games only are on PlayStation, but Microsoft Xbox is all about accessibility. You can play their games on an Xbox as well as on a computer, and they have all these like cool smart services that are very compatible.
How you
with
don't
user-friendly.
love this guy?
I like that.
Like,
Yeah.
how can you not love this
Oh, I
answer?
do love him.
No, I'm saying this
You
is
sa-
what.
what are you
Thank you.
saying? Why do I not love him? I love him.
I love you guys too.
We're fighting for Mikey. But yeah, this is just massive. On a personal note, I think I'm not a big fan when business comes in everything.
Yeah.
So I know it's business and I know why this is an industry, right? Like
Yeah.
it's an industry and the gaming industry is one of the biggest in the world, if not the biggest. Yeah, I don't know. I just wish that we can get away with these things without talking business, yalla, demand or supply.
But it is business.
I get
Everything's
I get
business,
I know.
you know.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
no, it
Everything is business, yeah.
Everything's business.
It's because of the pandemic, because of lockdown,
Yes.
and a lot of more businesses utilizing digitized sales. And
Entertainment.
because of that, that's where the problem came.
And also, if you think about it, we were all in our homes more. So gamers like you
Yep.
were on it more.
Pretty much.
They're also saying that due to the popularity, standby everyone of Spider-Man and things like that, that Marvel Spider-Man, Miles Morales,
Miles Morales, yes.
yeah, that one.
Sackboy, the Sackboy Adventures,
Yeah.
Demon Souls.
Doesn't say that one, but
Yeah.
anyway, it's saying because of them, that's boosted the popularity. Are you laughing at me? I'm getting into it here.
It's the same conversation when we talk about basketball and hip hop.
Yeah.
He knows all these games. Like, hey, say it. No, it's not that. It's Miles Morales. You know.
And that's me going, what are you talking about? Yeah, but it's interesting, isn't it? So obviously the
Yeah.
pandemic has caused this. They're still making loads of money.
It is, yeah. At the end of the day, the demand
Big
for
bucks.
it. And I mean, this is a great milestone, but honestly, I could see better results because of the whole scalping that's happening. We can't really expect. Yeah.
Right.
We can't expect it to be better.
Quick question:
Okay.
if there was no pandemic, do you think they would reach this one?
It would go higher,
Higher, sorry.
much higher. Yes.
What do you mean the price of it would?
No,
The-
we're talking
the
about units.
sales.
It could be 15 million units sold at least. and we
But
could
give me
go-
one reason why people didn't buy more, like from an emotion, much business-wise, or why?
Because they're not there.
There's not enough.
Yeah,
You
they're not there. They've run
and
out.
it's not only that. Like
I mean, this is it only.
it's really because there's not enough out to go, and the ones that are being sold for super inflated prices. So
Yeah.
and nobody wants to pay 3,000
No.
dirhams for PS5 that costs 2,000.
2,000, yeah, for sure.
You know,
Apart from a dad when it's his son's birthday, apparently.
out of desperation.
Shout out
yeah,
Dad.
Out of
absolutely.
desperation.
Yeah, Dad went rogue.
But Mikey from the Afternoon Kadak, thank you so much, man. We hope you have a blessed weekend.
You too, guys.
Keep editing and
weekend, I
all-
love the weekend vibes here.
Yeah, man. You know all the videos that you guys see on Pulse 95 on Mikey's page. This guy is sitting down editing these videos, man. I'm telling you.
If you liked this episode of Yalla Home, drop a like and subscribe.
95.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram for all our daily updates and top stories.